Yo, what's up guys? Teacher Paul over here, and today we are reacting to Denmark. This video is talking about why does Denmark own Greenland? This is a short animated documentary. If you guys enjoy this video, then you can subscribe to the original channel in the description. And if you're watching from Denmark, let me know where you're watching from, what city, and yeah, if you want me to react to anything from your city, your country. If you're not from Denmark, also let me know where you're watching from and leave a suggestion of what I should react to next, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's do this. Let's learn a little bit about Denmark and why they own Greenland.
Denmark is not a very big place. The Danish realm is absolutely massive, and this is exclusively down to the inclusion of Greenland. And given its size, its important position, and its distance from the nation of Denmark, this raises a question. How did it come to be in the possession of the Danes, and how did they keep it? So, by the 10th century, the Danes and Norse Vikings had been sailing all over Europe doing what they do best.
Of course,
and part of that was settling
Vikings.
lands like the Faroe Islands and Iceland. Some Norsemen opted to go west and came across Greenland, where they too settled. And it wasn't long until one of these settlers, Leif Erikson, travelled from Greenland to North America, becoming the first European to ever do so. Greenland was already poorly populated, and as such was mostly ignored by the Norwegian monarchy, although it was a formal part of the kingdom.
Especially because of the cold, right? It's funny, here's a fun fact. Greenland has more ice than Iceland, and Iceland has more green than Greenland. So why is it called Greenland? Why don't they just change names?
And this was mostly down to a lack of communication, since a round trip from Greenland to Trondheim took many months. By the 15th century, mostly due to the plague, the Norwegians were gone, and in their absence the Portuguese laid claim to the land. That said, they never did anything there, and so everyone just ignored this claim. At the turn of the 16th century, empire was very fashionable, and not wanting to be left out, the Kingdom of Denmark-Norway, ruled by one man with two different titles, sought to colonize Greenland again. And in the 18th century...
So he was the King of Denmark and the King of Norway.
Greenland joined Iceland and the Faroe Islands as a formal part of the Kingdom of Norway. Seems pretty simple who it would belong to, but in came Napoleon to complicate things, as always. Now Denmark made one silly decision during Napoleon's tenure, which was to be his ally. This led to two outcomes. First was that Britain shelled Copenhagen, finally teaching the Danes how it feels to have a bunch of angry ships turn up off your shore and set things on fire.
Wait, isn't the Faroe Island part of the UK? Oh. Am I mistaken?
The second outcome was that the Kingdom of Denmark-Norway lost Norway to Sweden in the Treaty of Kiel. As part of this treaty, it was stated that whilst Denmark would lose Norway, it would retain the Faroe Islands, Iceland and Greenland, which were then increasingly settled by the Danish in the following century. In 1867, Denmark was approached by the United States with a cash offer to buy Greenland and Iceland. I mean, because if you can buy Alaska, why not Greenland? The Danish said no. Norway would go on to gain its independence in 1905 and immediately disputed Denmark's ownership of Greenland. Nothing much was done though until 1931, when the Norwegians, led by the explorer Helge Ingstad, sailed to Greenland and settled this region. They did this because as far as they were concerned, the Danish were only given the occupied area of Greenland in the Treaty of Kiel and not all of it. This dispute went to international arbitration, and in the end it was decided that Norway needed to calm down and leave, which they did in 1933. So after this, Denmark's ownership of the island was fairly secure. The exception was in World War II, when after the fall of Denmark, Greenland was occupied by the United States for the rest of the war. When peace was restored in Europe, President Truman offered the Danish a pretty large sum of money in return for Greenland. This was because its geographic position was valuable in controlling the North Atlantic, specifically preventing the USSR from doing anything there. Again, Denmark said no, and afterwards Greenland was formally incorporated into the Danish realm, gaining more autonomy over the following decades.
Oh, okay. I think what I was thinking of was the Isle of Man. Because I know the UK has many islands. The Faroe Island is Denmark, that's right. Okay, I think I was thinking of the Isle of Man. Or probably the Channel Islands, something like that. Okay, the thing is, it's a lot of different islands, right? So my mind just got a little bit confused about that. Also, Jersey is part of the UK, right? I live in the UK, so... Oh, okay. Faroe Islands is Denmark. Gotta remember that. Guys, I'm learning just as much as you are. Unless you are from Denmark, then yeah. If you guys are very well informed, then don't mind me. I'm just trying to get my information straight here. Sorry about that.
Doing anything there. Again, Denmark said no, and afterwards Greenland was formally incorporated into the Danish realm, gaining more autonomy over the following decades. I hope you enjoyed this episode and thank you for watching, with a special thanks to my patrons, James Bizanet, Kelly Moneymaker, the Pastry Section, Mark.
Okay, that was so cool. Guys, if you want to go support him, the link is in the description. But wow, this was so interesting because basically the population of Greenland today is still low. Let me see. I can't remember population of Greenland. 56,000. And guys, let me just show you a little bit of Greenland on the images of Greenland, if I can pull this up. Bear with me for 1 second. Here we go. Okay, so let's take a look at Greenland for a second here. Oh, this is Greenland under snow. Look at that. That is amazing. But look at these houses. Look at these houses. Wow, that's so beautiful. Look at that. That is just amazing. Have you ever been to Greenland? Look at that. Wow. Okay, guys, so yeah, I hope you guys learned a little bit more about geography. I'm gonna be honest. I'm an English teacher, and when I was growing up, I didn't really like geography. My interest in geography has come in the past few months, but it's been a wild journey trying to learn about every single country, and things get messed up. So I'm really sorry about that mix up. I know many people are going to be in the comments saying, hey, the Faroe Islands is part of Denmark and stuff like that. So forgive me. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. I'll see you guys on the next video, guys. So if you want me to react to anything else from Denmark, let me know in the comments. I want to give a shout out to Sarah Wilson, who is a member here on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.